Danny Vegas time, Danny Vegas world. We are live from the Gene Woods Racing Experience. And like I say every week, don't spend $25,000 on a bottle of vodka and a front row seat at the club. Spend $25. Come to Gene Woods Racing Experience. It is the best ride in town. All right, it is the first week of the month, and you know what that means. Hashtag Sharp Tank, hashtag Lady, I can't even remember. One Lucky Gal is here with me to co-host the show. Not today. So we rescheduled her. She's going to be here on the third week because we have clients coming in, and that show will be all about my beautiful clients. So, and if you want to be in the Danny Vegas world, if you want to be on the show, if you want to market your company, if you want to do great things with great people, contact me, Danny Vegas. Everybody loves Danny Vegas. You bet. So anyway, now if you are been chiming into the show, and all you folks that are there, Roger, Regina, Regina says, I'll be right there. Okay. Oh, well, okay, Regina. All right, so now we got the screen back. If you were part of the show before, we're doing a little experimenting today. We are streaming live the 3 different Danny Vegas entity pages on Facebook. We can do that. And you know what's cool, which will really shock you, is you could literally do a pre-record. You could record your stuff, bring it in, and we could also do the same thing. You don't have to be live to do Facebook Live. Isn't that cool? Only here at WCOBM. So if you're looking for a platform, if you're loving it, I love Danny Vegas, I love WCOBM, and let me tell you, WCOBM, a.k.a. that also means also known as Women's Center of Broadcast Media. We got women everywhere. Hey, Graciela, I love you. Top-rated show on WCOBM. Hispanic show is spoken in Spanish. I don't understand a word they're saying, but I just know everybody loves it. So, if you want to come in here, rock and roll, create some great content, short clip it, market it, put it out there, whatever you want to do, we could do it here. We are a live streaming entity that's just killer. It's just a light year ahead of everyone else. I love it. I just love it. So anyway, very proud of what we do here. So, okay, so if you're here for the whole show, you know that I did a podcast-style segment where we turned off the camera, we put a picture up of old Danny Vegas and young Nicole Taylor Sharp, and we did a podcast style. We talked a little bit about the immigration process that's going on right now. That everybody's just it's pretty simple. Like I said in the first segment, you either vote for open borders or you vote for a closed border, regulated border situation. No process, open border, just come and go as you please. Or our country, we believe in a boundary between us and the other. That's all it is to it. Pretty much it. So, I'm pretty sure most people are educated on that program or process. The kids in cages thing, I didn't really bite into all that. I know a lot of people did. That's okay, whatever. So, it's fine. It's going to get resolved. Here's the cool thing, America. It will be okay. It's okay. Graciela, my number one show, says she loves WCOBM. Robin, Dr. Donaldson, probably in San Diego, getting all set up for Shark Week down there. Here's a little story for you, Doctor. Guy was swimming off of Ocean Beach about 20 years ago. He had a little bit too much Shark Week because he showed up on the beach in 2 different pieces. Remember that when you're watching Shark Week, that less than a mile away, some cat got a little too Shark Week. That was back, that was a long time ago, probably 20-some years ago. Some guy out there swimming. And turned turned out to be fish bait for, they said it was a big one too. So anyway, very true, says Dr. Donaldson. Okay, Dr. Donaldson, the Soulless Club, one of the top-rated shows on WCOBM. Okay, so if you saw the first part of the show, make up your mind. You want an open border? You want a regulated border? It's that simple. Don't worry about the kids. Kids are fine. You know, I have a story that is so horrific. Because let me tell you about Nicole. There's let Buzz kill Danny Vegas shark puss. Oh, you think I'm a shark puss, huh? Okay. You go sit in a surfboard, dangling your feet underneath you. You can't see a damn thing out there, and you just all of a sudden you're all alone. It's quiet. You're out there about 300 yards. It's quiet. And no. Okay, I'll be a shark puss all day long. No sharks for me. So anyway, to get back to we had the big immigration talk in the first segment. It's a podcast style. I'll put it out. It's got a picture. It's not a visual. It's an audio, because we can do that here. But I'm going to end with this, because I don't think most Americans, and it's not your fault, we have it pretty good here. We argue about stuff, but we can go to the grocery store and buy food anytime we want. 24 hours a day. There's more food than we can eat here in America. I know that sounds strange, but there's more food than 350 million people can eat. Okay? You can buy gas for your car any time you want. There's more gas available to you, Mr. and Mrs. America, than you can possibly put in your car. All right? There are millions of businesses sitting there with their doors wide open saying, please, please, we love you so much. Come in and enjoy, buy something. You know, now with this phone, you could talk. I'm talking to she's in Japan right now. I'm talking to my daughter in real time on this. I'm looking at her face. It's like Jetsons. Okay, I can do that anytime I want. So here in America, we got it pretty good. Let me tell you something a little bit about where most of these kids, especially the ones that are coming here, I only got a couple minutes. Maybe I'll go a little bit long, Joe Gamble. Especially the kids that are coming here that are not accompanied by their parents. Okay? And I'm going to get serious here for a minute, because this is a serious thing. These kids are coming up unaccompanied, and they're hitting Tijuana. I don't know. I know we go to Tijuana. We go see the zebra, the donkey that's painted like a zebra. We go into Senior Frogs and have a margarita that's the size of the Grand Canyon with back scratchers and big umbrellas, and it's so cool. We love it. But let me tell you something. There is an underground in Tijuana that things happen that would literally, you will be praying that these kids are sitting in a 6th grade camp situation, especially the girls, okay? You will pray, thank God, they are in those detention centers. May not be there forever. You may disagree with the fact that they're there. You may call them Nazi camps or whatever. Here's another hint. There's no Nazis, okay? There might be some knuckleheads thinking they're Nazis, but there's no Nazis. There are things going on in Tijuana that I have seen for myself, because I used to live in Tijuana, that will quite frankly turn your stomach as far as what they do when they find these, especially the girls, walking the streets by themselves because they came up from Honduras because their parents sent them up or whatever. I don't even want to get into it, because it is something that haunts me to this day. I think about it all the time. I think of the faces. Because right off that revolution, right off the couple blocks where you're wrong. You're gonna get the big margarita, and I'm gonna get the back scratcher. I can get it all for $5. It's great. Right off that street, less than probably 100 yards from you sucking down your margarita, there are things going on that would literally turn your stomach. I've seen it. It haunts me to this day. I think about it all the time. So don't sit there and tell me that these kids that are coming to the border without their parents, sitting in a 6th grade camp situation where they get fed 3 times a day, okay? Now, hey, do I want them there forever? No. Would I want to be there? No. But I'm going to tell you something, especially for the girls. Boys, too. If they're caught out on those streets by themselves, and oh my God, if these little girls are blessed with, it's a curse. It's a curse. If they have somewhat of, they are pretty, it's a curse. Because they will be driven down to some basement somewhere. And Tijuana is pedophile city. Because you can go down there as a pedophile. You can go down there. You can find anything you want. And it won't cost you more than $1. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, not to end on all that, okay? But, to end the show, hey, David, we love you, man. Love you. Here's the story. When you vote this fall, I need you to look in the mirror. Forget the rhetoric. Forget all the crap. Forget all the stuff. These are just people trying to convince you to think a certain way. Forget the stuff on Facebook. Forget all the anti-Trump trolls. Forget all the right-wing nutbags. Forget all of them. You just have to decide, do I want an open border, speeding ticket, or do I want a closed border with some type of process? Because that's been going on for 50 years. All right. Hey, Joe Gamble, it's about time to get out of here. I get to keep the $1 million this week. Love you. See you next week. Oh, we got a very special co-host next week. I love all you Americans. Remember, whatever you think, whatever side you're on, you are special. You are exceptional. You, whatever creed, color, whatever you are, love America, man. Because let me tell you, it's not bad. All right, we'll be back.